Warning: viewer discretion is advised when watching these videos. A lot of the content may not be suitable for young children. I advise coming here on the channel with logic and sound reasoning in order to be able to retain most of the information that comes off of these videos. Thank you for your time. Now let's begin. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Sirius at Sirius Inner Temple Spiritual Network. We're back at it with another video. And this was a video requested by one of my subscribers, man. You guys, there's just so many of you guys, sometimes I can't even keep the names right. But, yeah, I believe it was a brother that asked me, about, the twin Earths or something like that and what's going on with that. And as you can see in the title of the video, we're talking about the so-called black cube. That there's been certain sightings of a so-called black cube in the skies and stuff like that. Some of these orcs have seen it as well. The importance behind it and what's really going on with our planet Tiamat here, or Kai or Terra, or fire and energy, like they say. See, many people are unaware of this, but there is another so-called Tiamat out there. It's been created by the higher beings, the gods, for a reason. The main reason is that here at Tiamat, there's just so much people. We're populating so much. Look, it is what it is. You guys screw like rabbits. There's just so many of y'all at this point, and the higher ones up there thought that it'd be better if we have like a dual Earth, just 5 times bigger than the we have a dual Tiamat. It would just be 5 times bigger because there needs to be more space for more things and more creations and more. You understand what I'm saying? More living quarters, more space. The universe has boundless space. The universe is always ever growing. The universe literally has no limits. It's pretty much infinite. That's why we call Big Mama Mama, you know, the infinite source, because she is infinite. And with that being said, as you can clearly see here on the screen, you have a we call it Earth today. It's really Tiamat. We call it Earth today, and really, you can see on the screen here that there's one that's actually supposed to be 5 times bigger. I mean, this looks more like 4 times bigger, but it's supposed to be 5 times bigger than the one that we are on currently right now, and it's nearby, and it's going to keep getting even closer until the point that we actually end up seeing it in the skies. Reason why the planets like Septaraman, and you got the sun, and you got all these other planetoids getting closer and closer is because a long time ago, before the pole shift happened on the planet that we've spoken about. And if you don't know what a pole shift is, you can look up some of my earlier videos dealing with, pole shift 2020 and stuff like that. But the pole shift, let me explain what this is, because some people may not know. A pole shift is when you have a planetary so-called earthquake on the planet, and you have these poles moving and intersecting with one another, and they're trying to go back to where they were originally before. North is south, and south is north. Basically meaning, these orcs, these white folks and all of them, they put the map in reverse. Antarctica is on the top of the planet. Okay? The Antarctica is supposed to be where the North Pole is at. The South, it's not supposed to be where the so-called South Pole is at. The South Pole, that's a totally different area. Okay? All right. And the North Pole is where, they talk about inner Earth Shambhala, the inner, so-called inner Earth and stuff like that. That's where, a lot of your inner Earth beings dwell, but they can also go through the South Pole as well. But there's certain parameters, there's certain requirements you're going to need to be able to go into inner Earth. There's certain requirements, not just anybody can get in there. These parasites have been trying to get into inner Earth since forever, and they still can't get in. There's no way for them to get in. They can't understand that. See, check me out. We're eventually going to end up seeing this planetoid in the sky, also with other planetoids, because you see this so-called black box, this black cube, this gigantic cube that people have been talking about, they've seen and stuff like that, is moving around and all this other stuff. It's taking energy from the sun, all right, and it's converting that energy, and because it's been around the sun for a very long period of time, and what I see, what it's doing. You even had that guy, Remedy H, try to tell y'all it's from what I'm seeing, and what I'm understanding, and what he's saying. This cube, and there's multiple cubes. There's not just one. It's basically been sucking up all that energy from the sun, and it's converting it into some type of energy to where It's literally pulling on all the planetoids for all the planetoids to get closer and closer to one another to recreate. Listen to what I'm saying. To recreate the uh, the galactic system that we had here before. The planetoids are supposed to be very close to each other in the Alpha universe. They're supposed to be very close to each other. Remember when we talked about the Mundus galaxy and you saw how many planets were all next to each other? They were all cousin planets. They were all next to each other, stuff like that. Well, we're supposed to have that here. The planetoids are not supposed to be so far away, like Neptune and Pluto and Mars. They're not supposed to be that far away from each other. They're supposed to be in sky view. Okay, all right. They're not supposed to be that far away from each other because we're supposed to have a galactic community out here in the Alpha universe. It's supposed to be a galactic community where all the planetoids align to a certain extent. They create a shape. Obviously, they create a shape when you look on when you connect the dots, it creates a shape, and it's supposed to be a community of extraterrestrial and interterrestrial beings coming into contact with one another to benefit the planet and themselves. It's a community. It's like a family. It's a community, and all these planets are supposed to be aligned with one another to a certain extent. Do you understand? And yes, we have a secondary so-called Tiamat that's 5 times bigger than the one that we're currently on right now. And in case you don't know what Tiamat is the real name of this planet that they call Earth, or Kai, or Terra, or Fire and Energy, whichever one you want to call it. I call it Tiamat because that's what I'm used to. See, here's the thing: all these planetoids are being dragged in. And as you guys most of you guys probably know already, your elites are some of these people are already trying to go on to Mars or whatever, and they're trying to get off the planet right now because they know what's about to happen. Because this cashless society thing isn't even going to last very long. We have a planetary situation happening on the planet, and as you guys well know, everything is about to go haywire very soon. You know, and a lot of people don't know what's really going on the planet. People still on this religious stuff, going to church and all this. Some of some of your biggest pastors are the biggest pedophiles on the planet. Okay, yeah, like I don't understand how people are still on this religious stuff by now. Y'all should know better by now. Okay, like I don't understand how the information that's coming out on the web. I don't understand how so many of y'all don't know. And I know you're gonna have new people coming in, but at the same time, it kind of makes me a little sad to know that all these videos are out here in different channels, and there's still people walking around on the planet dumbfounded by this information and don't really know the truth. And they're dumbfounded by the information. It's sad, but it is what it is. The mass awakening is gonna happen no matter what. Here's the thing, though. You know, it's a dual planet, so it's going to look very much like the planet here, but it's way bigger. So there's more space, and yes, very soon they're going to be very close to each other like this. Okay, that so-called black cube or whatever, that black cube, that black cube comes from somewhere. Okay, and you know, it's being used as a tool to bring in everything much closer. When this pole shift happens, see, when the pole shift happens, because people don't know what a pole shift is, sometimes I have to explain it. When you're going to have a planetary earthquake on the planet, and the planet is going to rise up against these so-called orcs or human race or mankind, the people that are carbon dated on the planet are going to retake over the planet, and there's nothing you can do about it. Stop it. Okay, because this is the natural order of things. You can't take away something that's the natural order of something. That is blasphemous. You can't do that. You try that shit later on down the line, the true natural order is going to kick in, and there will be nothing that you can do about it because you're powerless. It's Mother Nature. There's nothing you can do. And see, when that happens, you're going to have certain locations on the planet. The water is going to be, you're going to have, planes of existence. Like you're going to have portals opening up, and you're going to have land masses that were in the ocean waters coming out of the ocean waters. Okay? You're going to have all the beings from inner Earth coming out to come see what's going on. They're going to join into this situation. And these orcs, the human race, they don't know what the hell's coming for them. They don't have a clue what's coming for them. And see, here's the thing though. With this situation going on, not only because see the planets feed off of each other, guys. These planets feed off of each other. So when this so-called black cube, they call it a black cube, when this cube is shooting out that energy, these planets are getting close to each other. The because of what's going on, the energies that are coming off of one planet is going to hit the other planet, and then the other planet that's in the same galaxy, and then the other planet. So we have other people that are on other planets going through the same situation that we're going through on this planet with these orcs. These orcs didn't just come on this planet; they went to other planets in the same in the galaxy. They went to other planets that our people were occupying because they lived there, and they went there to start terrorizing them 500 years ago as well. Those other planets will be coming into alignment as well. We'll be able to see those planets very closely. And those people that are on those planets are going to have the same situation that's going to happen on this planet. There's going to be multiple planetary pole shifts on different planets in the same galaxy, in the same alpha universe that we're in. It's going to be galactic war on multiple planets. See? And there's gonna be a lot of blood in the water. I'm telling you that right now. A lot of people gonna die. Okay, all right. I told you they talking about cashless society and all this. That cashless shit ain't gonna last very long. We got this situation underway. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. It's already too late. All right, all right. And see, because of the energy that's being shot out from here, through with Nibiru, the sun. You know what the cosmos is doing. You have these archonic, demonic, well, they call them demonic, or these archon beings, these evil, negative, artificial entities. They are dying off. And because they weren't able to do what they wanted to do with so-called black people's genetic on the planet, because they weren't able to do whatever the hell it is that they wanted to do, now they're dying off, and their only chance has been pushed out of the wayside, and there's nothing they could do. Remember, I tried to tell y'all that they're trying to live off of your genetic. Okay, and I got a video dealing with that later on, but we won't talk about. Okay, and it's concerning a movie also and all kind of stuff. I'm gonna have the video out there. It'll probably be dealing with reptilians part 2 and stuff like that. I got more stuff to talk about and stuff like that. But in the meantime, anyways, I don't want to get off track. See, the thing is this also. Because all these planets are going to be feeding off each other. Because remember, this is not just a planet; it's also a blue sun as well, and it's going to feed energy. The new Tiamat is going to feed energy to the old one, and then that one's going to feed energy to the other planetoids that's out there. And you're gonna have a lot of crazy stuff going on, and it's going to really feel like the end of the world when you have society where like everything's just going haywire. The sky's changing color. The earth is fucking moving around. You know, it's all kind of craziness going on. And see, you know, this new planetoid was created by the higher beings because we need more space and stuff like that. But you know, you know, see, the main thing is that we're trying to recreate what we created down here. We have to try to recreate it there. So, like, you see how you have the Giza pyramids. We can't do that anymore. Okay, the alignment with the pyramids and all that. Yeah, we can rebuild stuff after. Don't get me wrong. We can rebuild things after these orcs are gone and all that. We can rebuild things and put things back into perspective. Yes, we can. But we're gonna have to rebuild. We're gonna have to build new things. And yes, we could build pyramids and stuff like that. Don't get it twisted. But the same pyramids in the same kind of locations and in the same way that we had them lined up in ancient times, a long time ago, we can't do that here. We have to do that on the new planet. Okay? All right? So, like, you see how the Giza pyramids and stuff like that are lined up and stuff? We got to do that there. You want to create a new Kemet, a new ancient Egypt, you got to do it there on the new planet. Can't do that here. It was already done here. Now, we're not saying that we can't bring it back, the lifestyle, the traditions, and all that. We're not saying that we can't do that on the old Tiamat. But when it comes to structures and all kind of like the old structures that we had on this planet, If you want the old structures to come back, we've already done it here. We got to go to the new one and make those old structures brand new on there. We're not saying we can't make new structures and put them there, but how are you going to replace the Giza pyramids? How are you going to replace those? Those are indestructible. How are you going to replace those? Exactly, you can't. So what you're going to have to do is make new Giza pyramids in a new location, facing the same direction where Africa is at in that location. See what I'm saying? But the difference is you'll have way more space because the planetoid is much larger, 5 times larger. Make sense? I hope that made sense. But we're not saying that we can't make new pyramids. We're not saying we can't do new things and recreate everything up. At the end of the day, everything's going to be, you know, you're going to have new land masses. And the thing is, on this planet, there's land masses that they don't even talk about. There are lands in other places. If you go like Remedy H told y'all, if you go to other places, if you try to go past Africa in certain locations, you have other land masses on the planet that they don't talk about because they know that there's certain things in those locations that if anybody saw those things, they start freaking out and probably go crazy because there's other things on on other planes, on other land masses and other locations, and this is why they don't want anybody going to Antarctica. They don't want us going to Antarctica. Notice there's no plane rides that's gonna take you there. Okay? All right. They don't want anyone going to Antarctica. They got that whole area blocked off because they don't want you guys to see what's going on over there. If you went over there, I'm telling you, you would, man, you would probably go crazy seeing all the things that you're gonna see over there. Okay. All right, they show you like these little excavations and all that stuff. Believe me, they ain't showing you shit. They showing you some ice and some snow. You got literal spaceships that you can see literally hovering over you. You got all kinds of pyramids that have been in all that ice. They have come out now. And you have all kinds of ancient technologies and remnants of ancient technologies on the ground where you can literally see it. It looks like something out of Star Trek. All right, all right. This is just a little. This is just a little info for you. And see, here's the thing though. Um, you're gonna have a lot of dimensional gateways opening up, so you're gonna have a lot of ancient beings coming back. Yeah, and here's the thing though. Uh, see, because now that we have a secondary TMI, because we have a secondary one, um, I don't believe anyone's in the inner secondary TMI. I don't believe anyone. So there's like there has inner Earth, inner interplanetary location within. That's going to be a new place where we're going to have to build. So basically, we got 5 times more space than we had before. That's a lot of fucking building, man. Excuse my language. That's a lot of building. We're going to be building for a minute on this one. But eventually we'll build it up because there's just so many of us in the boundless universe. We'll fill up the planet very quickly without a shadow of a doubt. All right. You know. Some people wanted to, they wanted to know about the, I mean, yes, the even in the inner core, the inner so-called inner planetary, so-called inner Tiamat, or inner Earth for the second one, there's going to even be a bigger space in the inside as well. So people will be asking, oh, well, how come on Mars and stuff like that, we see like in these like. They be talking about it like there's nothing in the surface and stuff like that. Y'all don't get it. There's people inside the planet. They don't have to just stay outside on the surface. They can go inside as well. So you have Martians and inner Mars. Okay, they don't have to stay on the surface. But when they come out on the surface and they see that you got these evil parasites, these orcs trying to stay on their planet, they're gonna get dealt with. So you know, it is what it is. You know. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, please do your research. Check everything you got to check. Look up all the videos, because a lot of this information can get really tricky if you're not paying attention and you're not keeping up with the videos. You know what I'm saying? Now, as for plant life and vegetation and fruits and stuff like that, the planet may look very similar to Tiamat on the outer, like how we're looking at it from here. as these two replicas, these two models that we're looking at here. But it could be completely different when you finally get on the planet. It could be completely different. It could be very similar, but it could also be very different because there's so much extra space. This is just my guess. I'm assuming, okay, okay, I'm assuming that there will be new land masses also on the new Tiamat that's been already officially created. I'm assuming there will be also new lands and new plant life and all kinds of new stuff. Because why? If the way I see it is, if you already have the older version and you want to create a new version, why not make 2.0 better than the original? Why not? If you already have zero point 0.1 and you got 2 or 0.2 or 1.0, why not make 2.0 better than the original? Why not? Improve what is lacking. Why not improve? You know, put new stuff in there also. You know, that's the way I see it, and I'm assuming they probably thought of that. I mean, these are higher beings. I'm assuming that they made it even better. So if you thought this planet was nice as hell, well, imagine this one. And see, the thing is, also, I forgot to say this because now there's a secondary one out there. I mean, look how crazy these evil beings got over this planet's resources. Now you got a secondary one that's possibly more than likely better than the original. Not better, but you'll have a even greater experience on the secondary one because it's that much larger. Man, you know, talk about having something precious and then having a secondary one that's just as precious as the last one. You can see why these bastards would be jealous. You can see why. So I mean, I can't wait to see what's on the secondary one. I can't wait, because this is a reality. People be like, "Oh, this is never gonna happen." All that. Why do you think they show you movies like Elysium and stuff like that, and Star Trek and Star Wars and all? They're trying to tell you that the story of what's going on with the people on this planet, it's far beyond the planet itself. It's the story is galactic, it's spatial, it's cosmic. Okay, it doesn't. You don't just stay on one planet forever, and then that's the end of it. It doesn't work like that, guys. It just does not work like that. All right, there's way other places out there, man. There's other dimensional places. Like you don't just stay. I mean, see, people be like asking me, oh, so this is the third dimensional corporeal reality system, right? I'm not, and I say yes to that, and then they be like, so the whole planet is in the third dimension? No, 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 guys, you got it twisted. Planet's already in the fifth dimensional scheme of things and the fourth dimensional scheme of things. See, let me explain this. The third dimension, where we living right now, the physical reality is getting fused and sucked and absorbed into the fourth dimensional scheme of things. So all those creatures, all those things, all those plant life that can walk around, all those beautiful things that you've never seen before, and all those other kinds of other beings that's on in the fourth dimensional scheme of things right now, you know, eventually our reality is going to get sucked into the fourth. So we're going to be able to see because, and once we get sucked into the fourth, we're going to fuse over into the astral realm. So we're going to lose these physical shells that we have and be introduced to brand new bodies. That's really our true Etherian forms. Those are our true spiritual forms. You understand? Because the spiritual world is more real than the physical world. Spiritual is in the boundless universe. So of course, spiritual is going to be more powerful than physical. Of course. The entire galaxy in darkness is spiritual, or cosmic, or rather. So it's surrounding us. So of course, the fourth is going to be more more potent than the third, if that makes any sense. And yes, you have archons fighting with other beings right now in the fourth dimensional scheme of things. You got Pleiadians trying to fight, and they're doing all kinds of crap right now. Yeah, we got archons fighting against the higher ones that's coming. And you got higher ones that's already here fighting them also, and they're getting on their ships trying to fly around. They're doing all kinds of mess. And this is why you guys see videos of things flying around and shooting like lasers and stuff like that. People are like, oh shit, what is that? What is that? What is that, man? What is that? What's going on? Why do I see all those lights and lasers and stuff? Yeah, because they fighting amongst each other, and y'all can't even really see it. But as time quickly progresses, because time is moving hella fast right now, because of what the cosmos is doing. You have these situations where people are start to see things coming closer into the third, and eventually, we once the third fuses into the fourth, we're gonna have to fuse along with it. These physical shells, these physical bodies, and what the energy that's going to come in because of what the cosmos is doing. We're losing these physical shells, whether you like it or not. We're gonna get these so called quote unquote upgrades, and these upgrades belong to you. Okay, you're gonna get them whether you like it or not. If you're asleep, get ready to be awakened. All the people that's out here that's asleep, get ready to be awakened, because you're not gonna stay like this. This whole shit has to go, and galactic war is coming regardless of whatever anybody wants to say. So it is what it is. You know, I just wanted to say that because some people just don't understand. You're gonna have a lot of people also that are so lost in this system that, like, when everything shifts over, you're gonna have people still thinking about going to work for this freaking white man who very soon is not going to even exist anymore. This orc, you know, they're going to be sitting there waiting for work and waiting to use money, and they don't even understand that the system is about to crash and burn right now. You even see it online. They're talking about if it's a few days from now, the system's about to crash. A few days, man, or just a few weeks or less. Unemployment can't do it. Can't even do it anymore. They completely. This whole system. The ley lines have been removed. The whole system is getting eaten from within like a cancer. Yes, like a cancer. It's getting eaten from within. It can't survive. There's nothing to feed on anymore. Okay? So all you ones that think that this thing is just going to keep on going and whatever the case may be, think again. Think again. Okay? All right? This shit is so over and done with, man. It's like a joke at this point. All the evil plans that these bastards, your evil ruling so-called elite, all the evil plans that they wanted to do and attach people to cyborgs, and all kind of shit. All their plans have been thwarted. Most of all of their plans have been thwarted. Yes, we're gonna more than likely have to fight with these machines that they've built and stuff like this in these secret underground military bases. All kinds of machines, okay? All kind of weaponry they're gonna have, and that's not gonna be nothing to us. Okay? All right. This shit is over and done with. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. This was just a short video for you guys because somebody asked me about, the so-called new quote unquote Earth. They want to know about it. The dual Earth. Because they didn't know it. They didn't know. I'm assuming the person didn't know a lot of information on it. So I just wanted to throw my 2 bits in there. It's like a half an hour video or whatever. I just wanted to throw my 2 cents into it, and maybe, you know it was enough for you to it was enough to satisfy your appetite for interest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm glad you guys took the time to watch the video. It's your boy Sirius in the Temple Spiritual Network, and I'm out. This is all I have for you for right now. I'll be back with more information later, dealing with different topics and stuff like that. So please, guys, stay tuned, and I'll be back in maybe 1 or 2 days, or maybe 3 days, or possibly less, maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? I'll let you guys know in the community section, and in the community section as always. All right, guys, it's your boy Sirius out.